Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle and Company Corpus. Now, this is your grain commodity movement. A weak and quiet day in the grains. Closed down a nickel. Soybeans down 25 and KC wheat down 12 on Friday. Rain in the forecast for much of the dry areas of Brazil led to the beans lower, while corn is laboring over concerns of weak export demand and the deteriorating pattern of the U.S. economy. The grain market seemed to pay little attention to overnight flash sales announced by USDA of 4.7 million bushels of U.S. soybeans sold to the Communist Chinese and 11.9 million bushels of beans to an unknown destination, as out of Tonya before, is most likely the Communist Chinese. The weekly export sales report for the period 11/10 through 16 noted 56.4 million bushels of U.S. corn sales and another 2 cargoes of U.S. milo to the Communist Chinese, upping the total on the book, yet unshipped to them, to 104.5 million bushels for the crop year. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle and Company Corpus, 1-800-2-TUGGLE, 361-852-5207. That's John Tuggle. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite Sunday evening before sales start the first after Thanksgiving. Of course, sheep and goats on Tuesday, cattle Wednesday. Sean, what have you heard? What do you see coming this week?
Well, Larry, sure think we ought to get a pretty decent run on the sheep and goat end, somewhere around that 3 to 3,500 is kind of what I'm thinking. We had a week off, so I'll kind of double up and catch up on it. And the cattle end, kind of thinking somewhere around that 12, 13, 1,400. The weather's supposed to be good. We'll just kind of have to see how they roll in. It's been to answer your question, it's been kind of quiet. Thanksgiving week usually is, so don't know a whole lot, but typically we'll catch a pretty good run after a holiday, especially Thanksgiving holiday. So anticipate some good sales in Fredericksburg this week.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'd like to remind you about George Weichel and the good folks at Wholesale Steel, San Antonio Steel. Heavy-duty lifetime warranty on their cattle panel. The standard duty panel also. Heavy-duty and standard duty pasture gates. They're a new Preferred dealer, and they'll beat anybody's prices on the Preferred products. They've got Stay Tight 50 and Stay Tough fencing both. Cattle work in pens. They've got 2 Texas locations. They've got the San Antonio store. Call 210-624-2000. Or the Hearn Bryan College Station store, 979-280-6100. Now remember, that Hearn location is off Highway 6, and the San Antonio location is there off Texas 16. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Fridays and Saturdays, 8 to 4. You can find them on the web at wholesalesteelsa.com. Of course, that's the San Antonio store, or wholesaleesteelbcs.com. And that's the Bryan College Station Hearn store. Oh, and by the way, tell George Weichel that Larry Marble sent you. We're on the line with Ken Jordan Cattle Auction. We've got a sale in Mason this week and San Saba. First one's after the holiday. Ken, what do you see headed our way?
You bet, Larry. We've got right at 700 head here on Sunday evening on the yards, about 60 cows, rest of them all calves and yearlings. Kind of looking for that 900 head tomorrow is what it's shaping up to be, Larry.
Shiniest consignment you know of so far?
We got several consignments coming in for Thursday sale, and then there's some calves and a few deals of packer cows I know are coming in. Now, we do have that big female sale we're getting ready for on Saturday also on the 2nd of December. Got over 3,300 for it, Larry. A lot of good pairs, bred cows, bred heifers and open heifers, and that's going to start at 10 o'clock this Saturday. So we've got a big week ahead of us.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Ken.
You bet, and then give us a call, Larry. Code 325-372-5159. Or for more information, a list of all the consignments at Cow Sale, Larry, go to jordan@cattle.com.
We appreciate it. We'll talk with you after the Mason sale.
Sounds great. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, don't forget about the 23rd Annual Bull and Select Female Sale coming up Friday, December the 1st, 2023, 1 p.m. in Hallettsville. 195 top-notch cattle selling. 70 coming 2-year-old bulls, 45 yearling bulls, 80 females, springs, breds, open Angus heifers, pairs, commercial Brangus heifers, pens of 3 and 6. Call for a sale book. Contact Mark Yannick, 361-798-6558. That's J-Bar Angus, leading supplier of Angus genetics in South Texas, 361-798-6558. 833-402-5258. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes Sunday evening before a Monday sale in Three Rivers. Riley, what's it looking like?
Looks pretty good, Larry. Obviously, not as much volume as what we've had in the past few weeks due to Thanksgiving holiday season there, but going to end up with a good run, around 1,200 head, it looks like. Quality looks good, mostly calves, and let's see, we'll probably have 150 cows. Not many stocker cows, though. I think we palpated maybe 20 or 25 cows, just 2 or 3 pairs, but calves, the quality is pretty strong on them. Not any big consignments, but several smaller, kind of 30 to 50 head consignments, and lots of Charolais and some black cattle there. One group of Red Monts, another group of some Beefmasters. So looks good for tomorrow. I think we'll end up with around 1,200.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Riley.
361-786-2553 is the office. 361-813-6650 is my cell. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web.
We appreciate it, Riley. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor. Larry Marble with you. We're here with Tracy Phillips, the Texas landlady of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. They specialize in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acreage. Tracy, tell us about your newest ranch listing in Kimball County.
Sure thing, Larry. Bowood Spring Ranch is a stunning 1,430-acre ranch that offers rolling topography, outstanding wildlife, live water, lodge facilities, and much, much more.
Ranches like this don't come around very often, do they?
No, you're absolutely right. This is a very special property that has everything ready to go. Equipped with plenty of living space, this ranch also has breeding pens, a barn, cleaning area with a processing room, walk-in cooler, and just so many more amenities.
Discuss with us the wildlife a little bit more in depth.
Well, this property has been used as a whitetail breeding facility for the past 5 years, and the whitetail deer on this property have been released and are a testament to that breeding program, as the ranch has harvested deer from the 140s up to the 270s.
What else should folks know about this property?
This is a versatile in-use property with a lot designed for business opportunities, is already being utilized for rental, and we have several other smaller acreage options available with it as well.
Well, Tracy, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Well, they can always call me direct, 512-393-9996, and I always call back, or you can visit us at homesteadandranch.com.
Tracy, thanks for being on Down the Farm.
I loved it. Thanks, Larry.
We are on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, how is the Monday sale shaping up?
Look like we got about 120 in, Larry. I imagine we'll have catch at 720, probably 100 more head in the morning, give or take a few. No big bunches of cattle, a lot of 20s and 30s. Quality's still pretty good, though. A cow in, we probably got about 100 cows is all, but in the same way there, that's mostly Packer cows, Larry.
Well, good. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for this first sale after the holiday.
You can catch us here at Sale Barn, 830-582-1561 or 62. And catch me on my mobile, 830-857-4330. And I want to mention that a good buyer of ours passed away this week, Billy Teakin. His funeral is going to be visitations Wednesday, and the funeral is Thursday.
All right.
Want to tell the family that we have our condolences.
Good. We'll keep them in mind as we move toward that event. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. I'm on the line with Stephen. He's in the outside sales department at D&D. Stephen, when I look out there, I see lots of deer blinds and feeders. Talk to us about them.
Larry, now is the time to get a blind or a feeder from us here. We carry All Seasons, Lamco, The Judge. We also carry Atascosa and T-Box deer blinds.
Tell everybody how to contact you at D&D.
You can reach us here at 830-379-7340, extension 260.
We are on the line with Phil Brockenbush, Giddings Livestock. First sale after the holiday. Phil, what's it looking like Sunday night for Monday?
Oh, it's been busy, Larry. We're tagging around 1,250 right now. They lined up, too. So, I don't know. I think we'll have, 15 to 1,800, something like that tomorrow, probably 300 cows.
Shiniest consignment you've seen so far?
Yes, sir. There's 125 crossbred calves come in a while ago. They kind of weigh from 4 to 6. They're sure enough crossbreds. And then there's another guy, there was 65 or so. They got to get a few more in the morning. They're all blacks, kind of weigh from 350 to 550. Really good cattle, got a lot of condition. Come from kind of down south of us. Several good strings of calves here. There's some yellows and there's 25 or 30 yellows from one guy. Wean calves, they're really good. Bigger cattle, kind of weigh 6 to 7. And there's another set of several big sets of calves. 50 to 100.
Well, good. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yes, sir. You can call me at 979-716-4395 or call the barn at 979-542-2274.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, here's a quick reminder. Your best source for quality replacement cattle in Texas is Leo Casas. Are you looking for replacement cattle for your livestock breeding operation or intending to increase the size of your herd? Well, Leo Casas specializes in buying and selling replacements throughout South and Central Texas, including F1 Brayfords, Tiger Stripe, Brangus, and Brahma cattle. They also have Hereford, Angus, Beefmaster, Charolais, and crossbred cattle. And they organize and manage lots of large replacement cattle sales each year, so Leo knows replacement. How about this group of 43 head of homegrown 3-year-old young cows coming with their second calf this fall? They raised all the heifers, all one iron, all one raisin. Most will be 3/4 out of a F1 Brayford cow, and their very best registered Brahma bulls. More items on their website. Why don't you contact Leo Casas, Beeville, Texas, 361-362-5863 or 361-362-COWS. That's Leo Casas, Beeville, Texas, CasasCattle.com. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite Sunday evening before sales start the first after Thanksgiving. Of course, sheep and goats on Tuesday, cattle Wednesday. Sean, what have you heard? What do you see coming this week?
Well, Larry, sure think we ought to get a pretty decent run on the sheep and goat end, somewhere around that 3 to 3,500 is kind of what I'm thinking. We had a week off, so I'll kind of double up and catch up on it. And the cattle end, kind of thinking somewhere around that 12, 13, 1,400. The weather's supposed to be good. We'll just kind of have to see how they roll in. It's been to answer your question, it's been kind of quiet. Thanksgiving week usually is, so don't know a whole lot, but typically we'll catch a pretty good run after a holiday, especially Thanksgiving holiday. So anticipate some good sales in Fredericksburg this week.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. We're here with Tracy Phillips, the Texas landlady of Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. They specialize in Texas farms and ranches and custom homes on acres. Tracy, tell us about this hunting ranch listing you've got near Junction.
Sure thing, Larry. Bowood Spring Ranch is a stunning 1,430-acre ranch that provides some amazing hunting opportunities.
How so?
The whitetail deer harvested on this ranch have scored between the 140s and the 270s, and the area was used as a breeding facility for years, which the whitetail on the property are a testament to that.
Any blinds and feeders?
Oh, yes. We've got 14 blinds, 14 feeders throughout the property. Corn and protein have been utilized since 2017. In addition to the whitetail, there's also Axis, black buck, a small fallow herd, Pierre David, scimitar oryx, and various species of ram on the ranch.
How can people get in touch to schedule a viewing of this showplace?
They can always call me direct, 512-393-9996, or find us online at homesteadandranch.com.
Tracy, thanks for being on Down the Farm.
I loved it. Thank you so much, Larry.
All right, we'll talk to you later. I'll edit them up, and I'll probably send them to you, and then I'll send them to the broker.
That would be great, as I have an out-of-state owner, so I would like to.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. #2 or better Milo to Corpus in November. D's plus 110, 1024. Houston D's plus 140, 1077. Progresso D's plus 55, 925. Yellow corn to Corpus in November. D's plus 40, 503 1/4. We'll call Houston D's plus 40, 503 1/4. And we'll call Progresso D's plus 110, 573 1/4. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in November. D's plus 30, 632. And we'll call Placido beans October-November delivery. Jan less 90, 1240 3/4. 174 bales of East Texas, Oklahoma cotton, 2,669 of the balance. That leaves our total for Friday, $2,843. Average price was $77.22. High side $78.99. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. Good day.